These up and down temperatures are taking a toll on area streams and rivers when it comes to ice jams.
There is now a flood watch for part of our area to the far south, and Elizabeth is live in Moments with the latest on this. Elizabeth, what can you tell us?
Yeah, guys, if you live along the Kankakee River, along any river in the Chicagoland area in January, February, sometimes even March, you know that flooding is a risk, right? So the National Weather Service did issue that flood watch starting this afternoon until further notice. So we came down here to check things out ourselves. No ice jam yet, but I want to show you the conditions down here. So this is the Kankakee River, downtown Moments. You see that it's frozen on the top, but it's a very thin layer because, Scott, if you want to swing over here, so this is all frozen just on the top, a very thin layer. The water is still getting through, right? Because then down over here, you see the water's flowing pretty good. So I talked to some locals in town, and the best description that somebody told me is that, well, the river's flowing, but it's chunky, right? So I don't know if that's a technical term or not, but the National Weather Service did issue this flood watch this afternoon just before 2 o'clock. It's in effect until further notice. They issue this alert ahead of possible flooding due to an ice jam that may start to form and would impact those living along the banks of the Kankakee River and back upstream back to the Indiana-Illinois state line. So what is an ice jam? We do talk about this almost every winter, sometimes in the Kankakee area, sometimes in the Wilmington area. It happens during warmer temps when things kind of start to thaw. That extra water causes the river to swell, breaking up that top layer of ice, which then acts as a dam, backing the water up upstream and causing flooding. Right now here in Moments, the river's at 3.6 feet above flood stage. At 4 feet above, that's when the low-lying banks along the river start to flood, and flood stage is at 5 feet. So I spoke to some contacts, a friend I know who lives near Wilmington, and somebody with emergency management in Wilmington, asking what their situation was like. So that would be downstream on this river, downstream the Kankakee River, and they said no issues yet. The friend that I spoke to lives on the west side of I-55. He said things are really frozen, and with these temperatures that are going to go up and down over the next week or so, he does have some, watching out of his front window to make sure things don't jam up down there. But so far down here in Moments, things seem to be flowing but chunky, like the locals said. Live in Moments, Elizabeth Matthews, Fox 32, Chicago.